So if you find that your team is not listening to you and they're not following your instructions, there are several things that you can do that's going to help tremendously. So usually this comes down to a couple of different reasons why your team might not be listening to you or following your instructions. So number one is not having clearly defined expectations. It's very important that you have a very clearly defined expectations for your team, for yourself, and where you're going or where you're going with your business or where you're going with your team or what your goals are. Because if you don't have clearly defined expectations, how are they going to know what they're supposed to be doing to press forward? So that's very important to have a clearly written down, crystal clear expectations. So number two is most people want to manage people, but you can't really manage people. You need to inspire people. You need to lead them, and it's not going to work to manage people and to motivate them. You can't really motivate unmotivated people. You can inspire them, but to see if they follow you, and they may decide to follow you, and they may decide not to follow you. But it's very important to try to be inspirational versus just trying to manage people. And how could you be inspirational? Well, one thing, you could really love what you do and love spending time with your team and helping them and making their life better and making your customers and your patients' life better, and just really love the whole process of running a small business and running a company. Because remember, those who love the journey goes further than those who just want the goal. So it's very important to love the journey and love the process of it too, and it's very important to be an inspirational leader. So that's number two. Number three is really to assign responsibilities to specific people. So instead of telling your team of 10 that we need to follow up with our customers and we need to follow up with their questions and problems, and so I just want you guys to do that, then nobody does it because nobody knows who's responsible, because you just told everybody to kind of do it, and everybody's going to think, oh, maybe Mike does it, oh, maybe Beth will do it, and then end up nobody's doing it. So instead of doing that, what you should do is assign responsibilities for people with their matching skills. So if Mike is really good at following up with maybe customers that are not happy or something, they have a complaint or something, and he's really good about like calming them down, then assign that responsibility to Mike. And if Mary is really cheerful and she really likes to talk to new customers and new clients and leads, then assign that responsibility to her. But you should assign specific responsibilities to specific people, and then you should have some kind of accountability. For example, you could have like weekly lunch meetings that are kind of fun. You order lunch or you bring lunch and you talk about what Mike and Mary and all the rest of the team members have accomplished, and they could have like a little report of how they're doing with their responsibilities. And I think this will go a really long way, because the team's going to love this, because they're going to know exactly what they're supposed to be doing and what's going to help the process go forward, which is going to help your clients, it's going to help your company, and it's going to help your business all in all. So it's going to be a huge leap forward when you start assigning specific responsibilities to specific people, and then you're going to have some kind of accountability of turning in a report, and if it's not done, maybe have some consequences, or if it's done exceptionally well, also have some consequences in terms of positive consequences, and what are the rewards for doing exceptional jobs and things like that. So I think these three things will really help you if you find your team is not listening to you. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. I'll try to answer as many comments as possible.